So here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scotts. Can you tell any difference between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking a look at the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scotts. So I have a retail pair on my right and a fake pair on my left, and I'll just be showing you the differences and what to look for if you're trying to purchase the retail pair. But before we get into the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to LegitMark. So LegitMark is the standard for sneaker authentication and is the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated. So if you're struggling to tell the difference throughout this video, click the link in the bio and LegitMark will do the authentication for you. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the boxes, and if I give you a close up from above, you can see differences here. So obviously the retail pair is a UK 8.5. That's only because that's the two pairs I could source at such short notice. However, there should be very little differences between a half size. So if we take a look from above at the boxes, we can see differences here. So the retail box is a much more chocolatey brown than the fake box. The fake one is just a slightly off-colored brown. It doesn't quite match that of a retail box. And what I would say is the Nike logo on the top is a much brighter and vibrant red on the fake box compared to the retail one. This is quite easy to see in studio lighting, so I hope it is showing up on the camera clearly for you guys. If we take a look at the labels, obviously they are the different sizing, but if you look at the actual font size and font text, you can see slight differences between the two. On the left-hand side where it says Air Jordan 1 Low OG SPT, you can see the font size and text is very different from retail to fake. However, they do have the color code spot on between the two pairs. But if you look below the sizing on both labels, you can see where it says Made in China. You can see that this font size is very different from retail to fake again. But other than that, there isn't much to look at the boxes, so I will open them up and we'll take a look at the shoes. So we'll open up the retail one, and I'll open up the fake one. So what's interesting to note is the fake one has actually wrapped the paper around the shoes. This is normally a common flaw that fakes just don't bother to do this, but this pair, they've done that on. So not really much difference to note when just taking off the lid of both boxes. However, taking a closer look at the actual paper itself, and I'll give you a close-up of this, you can see slight color differences between the two papers. On the fake one, they've gone for a much lighter pink than on the retail one, and this is very clear to see if you have studio lighting directly on the paper itself. So make sure you take a closer look at the paper and all details when you are unboxing your pair. So as I am unboxing this, I'll show you that the retail pair was purchased from Ice Vault. Their Instagram is ice.vault. They've left a nice wee note in just to say I purchased the retail pair from there. Got me a really good price and they were shipped pretty quickly. So big thank you to them, Ice Vault on Instagram. So here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scotts. Can you tell any difference between these two? So the first difference I'm going to show you is to take a closer look at the toe box. Most fakes seem to always get the Jordan 1 toe box incorrect. So as I can show you here from above, the toe box is very different from retail to fake. Obviously the retail one has that perfectly shaped U curve, whereas on the fake one, you can see it slightly more flat towards the end of the toe box and just looks a little bit more square shaped compared to the retail one. Also staying down at the toe box area, looking at that black material on top of the toe, we can see differences in color. So on the fake one, it's a much darker, richer black on the toe box area compared to the retail one. I can't tell you which one I prefer, but material wise, you can see a difference between the two in studio lighting. Also looking at the toe guard material going around the outer edge, you can see a difference between the retail and fake pair. So if I give you a close up here, you can see a clear difference. On the retail one, you can see how this suede-like material moves under my finger, whereas on the fake one, you can see it just doesn't do this. It's not quite the same material and also has a completely different color. Spinning the shoe around to the outer side and taking a closer look at the swoosh itself, we can see differences between the retail and fake here once again. On the fake one, they've gone for a much more tumbled leather than the retail one. It's just more visibly tumbled than the retail one, but it's quite easy to see from the close-up. Now, if we spin the shoe to the back and take a look at the embroidery, this is where the differences are very clear to see. So on the retail one, you can see here, it says Air Jordan. The J looks slightly like an I, but this is a common flaw even on retail pairs. Whereas if you look at the fake one, you can see it has this classic J as an I, but the O next to it isn't actually complete, so it actually looks like a C. So I'm not even going to try and pronounce how to spell that, but you can see clear differences between the retail and fake here. Also, if you look at the shoe from the back and look at the material difference, you can see a clear difference in the color. And if I brush my finger over it again, you can see a clear difference in the actual material itself. If I turn the shoes upside down and we take a look at the tread on the bottom, specifically the Nike logo in the middle, you can see where it has this R symbol to the right of the Nike logo. You can see a difference between the retail and fake pair quite clearly. So now if we take a look at the spare laces that come on the left shoe, you can see that they've got all the colors completely correct. However, if we take a look at the red ones, on the retail pair, the laces are slightly waxed, whereas on the fake one, they're just not. They have not waxed these laces at all. They just look like standard red flat laces. So look closely at the details if you are trying to authenticate them. Also, I would say that the round kind of rope-like laces are much thinner on the fake pair compared to the retail one in terms of both the pink and the black. So look closely at all the accessories that come with each pair of shoes if you are trying to authenticate them correctly. Now, if I take out the cardboard shoe tree of both shoes, so the interesting thing to note about the cardboard shoe trees of both shoes is on the retail one, there is no text on the inner side of the cardboard shoe tree, whereas on the fake one, it says die cut sock liner, which normally occurs on most retail pairs, but just interesting to note that it doesn't occur on the retail pair of these. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has helped you if you are trying to purchase the authentic pair. And if you are still struggling to tell the difference between the retail and fake, there's a link in the description to check out Legitmark, who will authenticate your pair for you. But thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, it helps me do videos just like this. And I'm going to try and bring you even better shoes and even bigger shoes next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. You can get your pair authenticated. Oh, I've said authenticate about 6 times. So if you're struggling to tell the difference between them, So if you're struggling to tell the difference between the two throughout this video, click the link in my bio and it's black like material to